So as soon as price hit that supply zone and started dropping, I went into the trade. Um, and I think it was about 45 minutes in, I passed my eval.
I think you guys are going to love this video because in this video, I'm going to be interviewing one of my students, Jason. He's based in England. And in this video, he talks about how he passed his Apex Trader Funding eval in 45 minutes. You see, I have this framework that I teach my students that allow them to pass their evals in one day. And yes, I know if you go on the Apex website, it says you have to take their eval for 7 days. They have to update their website. But you can actually take an eval and pass it in one day. And literally tomorrow, if you sign the contract and you pay the activation fee, tomorrow you will actually have your funded account and you can start trading. So if you've been struggling, taking evals, failing and failing, you might want to pay attention to this interview with Jason. But also more importantly, there's a link in the description where I have a boot camp where I actually teach the strategy on how you can take your eval and pass it in a day. So just click the link in the description and I'll see you in the boot camp. But for now, listen to this interview that I had with my students, Jason, who passed his eval in 45 minutes. Today, I have one of my amazing students from across the pond in England, Jason. Jason, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you, Kuda. You okay?
I'm doing well. So, Jason, you've been in the program a few months now. And if I remember, when you joined with your wife, and both of you were new to trading. I don't think you guys had ever traded before, right?
We hadn't, no, we had zero experience. We obviously had an interest in it. We had an interest in stocks and an interest in earning additional income, looking at other sources of income, but we had no experience at all of actual trading.
So walk me through your journey being part of the program and how was it learning and understanding the concepts and where are you now?
It was excellent. We did have to throw ourselves in. We knew there would be a time commitment to it, but you've got to be committed with this.
Hmm.
For us, we found the learning curve wasn't too steep because kind of the way you'd broken the course down week by week kind of eased us into that journey. There was a nice transition from talking about psychology and mindset. There's a nice smooth transition into some of the more technical analysis, the terms. So
Hmm.
we found that really helpful. The fact that all the sessions were recorded, it was really useful being able to go back and review what we talked about and
Hmm.
go over things like that. The actual training, which was on the online, the website training, so the pre-recorded videos and the cheat sheets. Again, that was really easy to access. So as we went along our journey, we kind of felt that actually we had access to everything we probably needed, and we had the right support there with the weekly or the daily calls with yourself. So
Nice.
we've gone from having no experience at all, to having a funded account. I passed my eval on Friday, so feeling
You're
really
still
pleased about
processing it,
that.
huh?
I am still processing it. Yeah, I am. Because if anybody wants to doubt that they can't do it, kind of we're proof that you can. To go from zero experience in what's it been, 3, 4 months to having a funded account and trading. Full credit to you, Kuda, for for enabling that.
No, no, I take no credit because you could have joined the program and you didn't show up, you wouldn't ask me questions, you wouldn't do the homework, right? You wouldn't have been
Yeah,
able to achieve the milestone. But you came in, you put in the work, and like anybody, you failed your first couple of evals because there's kind of like that element to it. And I told you ahead of time, I'm
yeah,
like, hey, when you're taking your evals, don't think you're just gonna pass it the first time. Even I had to take a few tries.
yeah.
But then once you get a feel of what's going on, but more importantly, once you really become comfortable in your trading setup, then you're able to actually see that it's actually easy. And talk me through Friday. Like you passed yours the same day, right? like in
I
less than
did,
an
yeah,
hour?
I did, yeah. So I had done the technical analysis before the market opened. So I'd mapped out my demand and supply zones through a fib retracement on there. So I'd done the technical analysis, had a quick look at the market news to get a sense of what was happening politically and in the news. So
Hmm.
I I kind of knew which way I thought the market was going to go, bullish or bearish. I thought it was going to go bearish. Um, and then I jumped on a 2:30 p.m. call with yourself and some of your other mentees, and your technical analysis on the call was identical to mine. So I thought, actually, that gave me some real confidence. I thought, if Kuda's is the same as mine, I must be right. Come on, I've got to be right. Um, so as soon as price hit that supply zone and started dropping, I went into the trade. Um, and I think it was about 45 minutes in, I passed my eval.
Congratulations.
It was a great moment. It really was. It's
The,
actually when it happened, I was thinking, have I really done that? Have I passed it? Is it real? Is it real? Pinch yourself moment. Have I done that?
I saw the post in Discord saying like I'm in shock, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you did it, man, you did it. And then you get the email, and then you get to activate your account, and
yeah,
now you have funded trade of $50,000 in funding. I am super happy and I'm super proud. And there's just some students that they're just gonna make it happen. They're gonna make it, and you're one of those students because you'd ask me a lot of questions. You're super engaged. And it was just a matter of time for this to happen. And I know that now that you're a funded trader, if you're just patient, disciplined, and you just follow your rules, you're going to get the payouts. The payouts are going to
yeah.
come. And what I always tell my students is that always look at this with a long-term perspective. Don't be coming here thinking that, hey, you're just going to get home run after home run after home run.
Mm,
When you're actually trading your PA, your funded account, as it is also called, is you want to be looking at it as, hey, let me just build consistency. Let me just get these base hits. If you've ever watched baseball, base hits wins you the championships. And then you're going to get a couple of home runs here and there. But if you go in and say like, hey, can I consistently make two, three, $400 a day, right? There are
yeah,
20 trading days in a month. So if you're able to do an average, let's say, of even $400 a day times 20, that's $8,000 in profit you've just generated from a skill that you now have. But a lot of the times, some people want to be hitting big $5,000 days. Those are nice, don't get me wrong, but I would rather take consistent days where I know I can go in, get $400, $500 consistently than do a couple of thousand today, lose money tomorrow, break even the next day. It breaks the rhythm. So the consistency and the discipline are going to be key now. So I'm looking forward to seeing where you get to go with this whole program.
me too. I'll keep you posted, but slow and steady wins the race in some occasions, and I think this is one of those. Definitely.
That's amazing. So for someone who's considering joining the program and they're kind of like stuck on the edge, what words of advice would you have for them?
Yeah, I think if you're sat on the fence about this, if you have doubts about whether you could understand the technical analysis or doubts about whether you kind of think trading's for you, I would definitely give it a go. Definitely. I feel like I'm living proof that this is achievable with no knowledge at all. You've given us the right tools, the right skill sets, and the right mindset actually to be successful in trading.
Amazing, Jason. Well, I'm going to be rooting for you, and I can't wait to see where you take this journey. And I know that, right now is just step one. Let's get to that payout. And once we get to that payout, let's get another payout. And once we get another payout, let's scale the accounts so that you can now be, trading with more. Because think about it. If you're now copy trading 5 accounts, if you get two, 300 per day with 5 accounts, that's $1,000 a day. So
Yeah.
that's kind of like the process to it. And as you know, I'm here to help you in that whole process. And we also have an amazing community that you're a part of that's also there to support you as well. So congratulations, Jason, and thank you so much for joining.
Thank you very much, kid. I really appreciate your help.